I have a quick question that I hope you can probably test. How quickly does it load large volumes of data?
Yeah. So like one variable sample coming in would take less than 1 millisecond. So ultimately, because of the serverless architecture, we're capping it at 1,000 instances. So we could have 1,000 points coming in for your system every second, and each one, it would take less than a millisecond for all 1,000 points to come. So we'd be
millisecond.
So because it's a serverless architecture, each individual data set comes into a microservice. So let's say you're sending 100 points in, and it's a sample in time. Let's say it is every second. So 1,000 points. Let's say it's 1,000 points. You send us 1,000 points. It comes in. It's going to take 1 millisecond per point to do this. We should be able to process that one payload in 1 second of 1,000 points. So now we have a cap at that. Obviously we can scale the cap even higher, but we only allow any one customer to use 1,000 microservices at a time. And so basically that's how it works. So it would take 1 second, I guess, to bring in 1,000 points from one sample.
Yeah, I was just interested because I've got on my screen one of our anomaly detection models which has 20 variables, and each variable has 4 trends for the data points. For me to load a week's worth of data, which is about 80,000 points in total, that takes a couple of seconds, tethered over a mobile phone. So I would expect it to be quick if I can do that quickly over a mobile phone network for 80,000 points.
Yeah, if you want to send along the data set, we'll go ahead and we'll set it up and let you guys try it. And, if you'd like, we can get in the system. You can try and recalculate the 1,000 points and see how it performs for you.
Also, just to hone in on a point that Mark made, I'm not the technical person here, but we've established that basically the 1,000 points per second threshold. Given our architecture, it would be possible to calibrate that differently if we needed to. So it's not really the technology that's getting in the way, it's what we're saying we want to accept. But so the technology can do it. Of course, if you guys have we can change parameters,
I think we're talking about separate things. I was talking about loading the data up on your interface.
Oh, I see. Historical data set. So if I say from 1 day to 7 days, this is doing.
Okay, and that's for one variable.
Yeah, calculated the one calculate, but it's also calculated. It's also bringing in all of the children down below here as part of that request. So
yeah, is that pre-calculated or calculated on load?
It's actually these are all pre-calculated at the time the data comes in. So these variables are all calculated at that time. So basically, when I'm pulling the data in, it's simply a query. It says, give me this data and bind it to the chart.
Okay, so it's loading about 5 charts up for a week's worth of data. At what resolution is that?
This is, I think this is 15-minute data. Yeah, 15-minute data.
Okay, gives us a good idea of how it compares.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I can quickly zoom in too if I want to zoom in and change the date range. It's pretty straightforward to do that too. So drilling further and further to this data if you want.